Hello, I'm Iain Lee.
And I'm Gemma Kearney.
And I'm John McCririck.
Yeah, if you'd like to listen to this edition of Big Brother's Big Ears, I must warn you, John McCririck is in it, and he has very strong beliefs and opinions that some of you may find offensive and old-fashioned.
And odds on you'll disagree with me, but don't dare tell me.
And they talk loads, these two. The most interest that John McCririck has is Bex's knockers. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, they are absolutely tremendous, and Gemma here opposite me is wearing Wellington boots from Glastonbury. Can you believe it?
We'll stop there before it gets too personal. Enjoy the show.
Jay uses his daily bonus minutes to call his mummy before bedtime. Big Brother, sponsored by the Daily Bonus from Virgin Mobile.
Big Brother's Big Ears.
Can't believe it's time for another Big Brother summer again.
More housemate madness will they ever learn?
I'm turning on, tuning in, and ready to be Big Brothers. Big Brother 9, bring it on!
This is Big Brother's Big Ears.
I can't wait for Big Brother this year. I'm literally going to wet myself. I can't wait!
Live from channel4.com/Big Brother with Iain Lee and Gemma Kearney.
I love it.
Wow, Sweet Home Alabama, wow. What the hell is going on inside the Big Brother house? Just when we thought that the Friday night would be nice and easy, relaxed show, talking about the eviction, Dennis comes along putting a big fat camp spinning dancing spanner in the Big Ear works.
I can't actually believe it. No consideration whatsoever. Dennis is the second person to be unceremoniously removed from the house for unacceptable behaviour.
Yes.
Can you believe it? And we're only 3 weeks into the series. And it takes all the shine off Sylvia's official eviction too, Lucky.
Well, she did have a very shiny face, though. She did, it was shiny, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I didn't notice that.
You're Gemma Kearney.
I am Gemma Kearney.
I'm Iain Lee. This is Big Brother's Big Ears, the only show that gives you the chance to have your say on Big Brother. This year you can get on the phone, text and go online to air your views. I'm now going to read details on how you can do that. Pay attention. Be within a second, John, don't worry. This just takes a few minutes. You can call us on the telephone by calling 0871 200 1048. I repeat that, 0871 200 1048. Calls cost 10 pence a minute from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may vary and from mobiles will cost considerably more. You can text us a message by texting the word ears. You have a drink, love. Followed by your comment to 83188. Ears, followed by your comment to 83188. Text the charge at user standard network rate. Terms and conditions for our phone and text services can be found at channel4.com/Big Brother. And it's all because of Richard and Judy we have to do that.
Can I just say, when he said you can have a drink, I'm not drinking alcohol. It meant a bit of water.
No,
I think you were implying the wrong thing there.
That's water, was it?
Anyway, as the forum queen, I will also be feeding you the meatiest chunks from the Big Brother forums this week. What you've been saying, what you've been commenting on at channel4.com/Big Brother. Did the public get it right for evicting Sylvia?
Yes.
Do you think Big Brother was right to remove Dennis?
Yes.
What's going to happen, after all the warring in the house? Will the two sides ever be able to make friends?
No.
Let us know what you think, not just what Iain thinks.
We'll be speaking to tonight's unlucky evicted housemate Sylvia, which I'm a little bit nervous about, if I'm completely honest. Plus, we're joined in the studio by one of the greatest ever characters from Celebrity Big Brother ever. The one, the only, the walking sideburns, John McCririck, ladies and gentlemen. John.
Boo him. At least I got my Diet Coke here. You've laid on Diet Coke.
We have laid on Diet Coke for you. John, listen, I'm a big fan. Are you a fan of Big Brother?
Terrific. It's true. The thing is, and I keep on, and people ring me up and do newspaper things, etc. This is reality.
Yes.
Now, whether they're acting, they are human beings in their raw positions as they are in life.
I've not seen them in their raw positions yet. When was that one?
That'll be
He
coming.
would like to.
I never watch soap operas,
No.
cops and robbers, hospital dramas. It's all scripts.
Oh, Cops and
They're
Robbers
all
is good.
making up.
You should watch
This
that.
is as people are. Right, if they're acting, you can see through them.
Yes.
And the great thing is, as what happened when I was in BB, the public see through you.
Yes.
And they kick the nasty ones out early,
Yes.
and that's why the horrible ones have gone first. You cannot deceive the British public.
Well done. Well, John, we'll speak to you more later on in the show. Thank you for that.
And John, you look fantastic this evening.
Well, I'm a sort of a good-looking bloke, aren't I? And you can imagine all the girls who fancied me.
Yeah.
From Jackie's to Lone downwards, but we keep quiet about that.
I just love the rings. You've got a bit of bling going on. Anyway, later on in
it's
the
all cheap rubbish, all paste, dear.
It's not
paste.
about the price.
No, that's all right.
Later on in the show, I'll be asking John your big up questions from the website. Sign up now and decide which questions you want to ask the guests on the show. Go to the website to find out more.
But Gemma, I've got a question. What's been going on in the house, huh?
Live from channel4.com/Big Brother.
Listen to her, what a big head. She has like 2 men. Would you do that to Monet? No. What have you done to it?
I need some paint.
Wait, he's ruined that. That was all like proper shaded and everything, and you've ruined it. Oh, Rex. Can you believe he's done that? Why would you ruin something that I did? That was mine.
It wasn't ruined. Made better.
In future, what happens, I'll put my fingers in it and I'll shove it back in your face as if to say, there you go, Rex. That's what I think of something that you've created that you're proud of.
Dude, I want to know right now, who supports someone spitting in somebody's face right now?
Big Brother would like to inform you that Dennis has been removed from the Big Brother house. As was made clear to all housemates before entering the Big Brother house, Big Brother will not tolerate unacceptable behaviour. Phil.
Sylvia. My heart's been ripped out of my chest. Literally. I knew this would happen, I just knew it. Now he's going to be made to look like a bully.
I'm not going to talk about you behind your back, Darnell, but I think you should be going, mind. I really do think you should be out of here.
Right, this was the weirdest, most uncomfortable episode of Big Brother I've seen this series. So much going on, okay. First of all, why was Jennifer getting so upset just because Rex maybe or maybe didn't do something to a painting that she'd done and she got all teary and
The point is absolutely clear. That's what women are like. Once she's been wronged.
Yes.
He should not have done that to the painting.
That
but
was,
the
of
more
course.
you sympathise, the more you pat on the back, the more the tears come.
Yep.
They love the attention. They love to be the martyr.
Yes.
They revel in being the victim. And how Jennifer overplayed the victim. Poor me. How I'm suffering that awful evil Rex.
John, she did
It went
overplay it,
on.
definitely.
She had her cause, but not to go on like that.
Yeah,
But
yes.
but it works both ways. There was Mohammed. Now, being spat in the face is disgusting.
You're saying that this is a John McCrick statement. You are against spitting.
Well, we all are, except on the football field. They do it the whole time.
If
But
we were to
apart from
start an anti-spitting campaign, we could use you as a
everybody,
spearhead.
as long as you don't spit at me.
Oh, never, sir.
But didn't
Sometimes
Mohammed?
I spit accidentally
but,
when I
yes,
speak.
But didn't Mohammed go on and on and on, his suffering and washing himself and the blubbing and the crying? It's amazing.
If Dennis had spat at me, I would wash my face.
Yeah, I agree. But so many,
many
people do love being victims. They love being martyrs, and we had 2 of them tonight.
Yes.
Jennifer and
No, I don't agree.
I don't agree. It makes the situation worse when they go on and on with their suffering.
Yes.
The sympathy comes in more, and the situation's exactly.
I was agreeing with you for a moment because I do agree that Jennifer was playing the victim.
Totally.
And as we were watching it, we were all saying, we want stop.
Exactly.
But I do know after a night's drinking and a girl decides that they're going to create a scene, it happens.
But they've only had a bit of cider.
They've
had cider.
That does, it makes it a bit more of a situation.
Well, no.
And I agree with that, but I don't think Mohammed.
No, but he did go on. It is awful. What happened to him was disgusting.
They just flipped on him. They just turned. He wasn't staring at
We have a call. We've got Mark on the line. Hello, Mark. Hello, Mark. Don't be shy. Come and join our slightly argumentative forum this evening.
Yeah, sure. It sounds like Mohammed was victimized by the Jenny gang. It sounded a bit vicious.
Why do you tell us why you think he was victimised?
Well, he seems like such a nice, gentle character. And then the wolves come out, It seems like they just decided to attack.
I tell you what I thought was very odd about the whole thing is Rex. I thought Rex was very calm this evening, and everyone was having a go at him. I thought he did a good job.
On apologising.
He went on apologising
to him. How much more can you do? Apologise?
He was smiling.
Shut up. Let me make my point because this is a good point that everyone will agree with. Then 12, 13 people are having a go at Rex, laying into him. Mohammed then steps in and says, well, just everyone back down a bit. And suddenly they all went mental and Stuart starts having a go at Mohammed. And Mohammed, all he's done is stick up for his mate. That's allowed, isn't it? That's allowed, isn't it, Mark?
Well, exactly.
Oh, well, then we've sorted that one out.
But let's ask this question.
OK, go on, let's ask
If you were to be told before tonight's programme that one of the housemates would be spitting at someone else, Dennis would have been the last one.
Oh, no, Dennis would have been the first one.
You've seen the programme before.
No, he's a bitchy little
He is, but
so-and-so.
not a spitter.
It's true. Spitting is quite shocking.
It is. It is.
Okay, well, who would you, John, who would you have put your money on then, as a gambling man? Who would you put your money on to have been the spitter, if not Dennis?
Well, it certainly would have been Alex before she went.
Yeah,
She was
definitely.
absolute certainty Alex would have been. It would have been hard to go and pick them.
Were you surprised? I was surprised when Darnell... you missed this bit, Gemma, because you nipped out for a cup of tea, and you're allowed to do that. Mark, maybe did you see this? When Darnell found out that someone had spat in Mohammed's face, and he went back into the posh bedroom, and then Darnell went bonkers, didn't he? His arms, hey man, who spit? Nobody spits in someone's face, and his arms are all over the place.
Yeah, but that
I hope you're watching the webcam right now.
In fairness to Darnell, that is a human reaction.
What, to do
if
that?
If
He's
anyone
waving
is
his arms
spat at,
around.
well, I wave my arms around, so you're not going to sack me for that and kick me out for that.
Well.
But the fact is that if somebody spits at somebody else, and is your mate or anything like that, of course you go and absolutely get bonkers about it. It's so different from the picture.
Yeah.
And that is a nothing incident that Jennifer made so much of, and she brought all the trouble on.
She did.
If she hadn't gone on and
I bet she's
demanding
feeling
more
quite
sympathy,
guilty
she's
right
not
now.
feeling guilty.
I reckon.
She's self-serving.
She's loving it.
She's in love with
Really?
herself.
Even
she
after it
loves the
goes that
attention.
crazy?
Yeah. Oh, she loves it.
It's
She was the
tribal
centre of
wars.
it all.
Go on, Mark, sorry.
It's tribal wars that's going on right now. You know, there's a Jennifer gang that's just really out for the kill, and they're going to try to dominate the weaker gang. You know, the Darnell team, and they're just going to pounce and pounce.
I
and
find
pounce.
it absolutely horrible.
Surely, I would imagine it's quite a safe bet that if Big Brother plays by the standard rules and it's that next week's nominations, it's going to be Mohammed and Rex, isn't it? That's pretty obvious that those two are going to be voted by everyone, I would have thought.
Oh yeah.
Mark, listen, thank you very much for that.
That's okay. Thanks a lot for your time.
That's okay. What a nice gentleman.
Good night,
he is.
Mark.
Oh, what is this? Okay. Sorry, producer, I'm taking these calls over here, am I? Thank you very much. We've had a little bit of problem with the phone system, so we're still slightly unsure as to who's doing what and what where. But I think we've got Kay on the line. Hello, Kay.
Hello.
Hello, Kay. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You don't sound it, love.
I am.
Sound a bit.
Leave her alone.
Sounds either miserable or drunk.
Just chilling out. She's just chilling.
No, I'm all right. I don't drink.
Okay, you're just chillaxing then. What did you make of the show tonight, Kay?
It was all right, but I'm so annoyed at Jennifer. It's so annoying. Just for the TV, just to pick. I wish I was in a Big Brother house. I would smack her.
Whoa, hang on. Who would you smack?
Jennifer, she's just doing it for fame and money. That's all.
Yes.
She's just crying for no reason over a picture. I will break the picture and I'll see what she's going to do about it.
Well, no, Kay, we can't.
Is your name Alex?
No, we can't condone any naughty.
Are you really Alex?
Kay, were you disappointed,
No.
or like me, were you relieved and danced a little pirouette yourself when Dennis got booted out?
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah, he got very nice. When Mohammed's crying, and Dennis is, oh, you big baby, you big cry baby. Oh, he was doing all that.
Many men would have said that. If ever a man cries, lots of his mates say, for goodness sake, pull yourself together.
When was the last time you cried, John?
Well, I don't.
John, come on.
No, I'm sorry. No, well, maybe it's like that, but you just keep I'm British.
I'm British. I cried in the week.
Well, you're a bloody wet and a drip, you are.
No, I'm a sensitive gentleman.
No, you are. But if you start crying in public and trying to get sympathy for it and all that sort of thing, it's pathetic. Grow up, man.
Oh,
Ian,
my
grow
goodness.
up.
John McCrook there has told me to grow up. Robert, when was the last time you cried?
Well, I cry quite really. You know, at the end of the day, just the whole situation with the whole housemates, really. They were all
The last call was as bad as this. Robert, listen, make your point as quickly as you can because the line is awful. We'll try one more call like this, and then I think we're going to resort to letters being sent in. Go on, Robert, make your point very quickly because the line's awful.
Well, I just think that the whole housemates are really ganging up against the whole thing. You know, it was totally out of order.
Yeah.
Robert, listen, we're going to let you go because the line's awful. Okay, let's go to Leah. Hello, Leah.
Hi there, Ian.
That's a good line. She's on the posh line. Yeah. She's got the hot... Oh, there's a dirty laugh.
Oh, my little sexy laugh. Did you like it? I'm flirting with you, Ian.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's actually quite repulsive.
Come on, Leah, before you ask a question, dear, let me ask you. This is John McCrook here, the sexy one.
I know you sexy John.
Right. Let me ask you a question, Leah. Do you vote in the Big Brother week in, week out, as I do? I always vote.
It depends on who is actually
right.
up.
Fair point.
I mean, in this week, I did actually vote for Sylvia to stay.
Right. Please explain to me, and that you've helped to explain it there, but please explain to me, the majority of voters are women, right?
Apparently
Why,
It
as we
would be fair to say yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Why do women continually vote out women? So we've had Alexandra
It's a very
out,
good point. They do.
Steph's out, and now we've had Sylvia out. Why is it that women vote out women? What is wrong with the sisterhood?
Let her answer the question. Come on.
No, let me speak, man.
Go on, get on with it.
I think for obvious reasons, you know what I mean? Women fancy men, and I think that's why probably the men always stay over the women, because, you know, it's women voting, and, you know, they're not going to really vote for a woman. Unfortunately, if it was me, I mean, I vote for the women, but not all women are the same, obviously.
Sylvia, I don't know the exact statistic. She got something like 92% of the vote.
As much as that.
Is incredible, which is more than Alex got.
So are we saying that Mohammed could be reasonably popular if he only got 8%? I'm just asking that question.
I think we vote for the most unpopular, for the popular housemate. I think whoever's causing the most controversy at the time, we vote for them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Leah,
but then we complain when it's boring.
Leah, let me put forward a slightly radical theory I've had this week. But from watching tonight's episode, I know who's going to win Big Brother.
Go on, let's reveal it to me.
It's a shock. Mario. Mario is going to win it.
No, I don't agree.
I don't agree with him either.
Let me explain. Mario is the only person that came out of this incident with any dignity, who looked calm, who looked cool, and you didn't think, well, I thought Dale came over badly, Stuart came over badly, Bex came over terribly, Darnell came over weird, Mario came over completely calm.
And he looks after Mikey too, doesn't he? He does look after Mikey.
You forgot about the heroine of the show, and for me, that is Kat. I think that she's absolutely brilliant. Throughout everything, she remains positive and such a wonderful, beautiful person.
That is actually true.
So for me, Kat is the winner.
Fun in week 3, irritating in week 7. That's what it will be.
You can't vote against Kat. Who's going to vote against her?
John, who do you...
No, we want the cookie girl. The cookie girl has to stay and win.
I got no cookies. John, who do you...
Oh, Big Brother.
Leah, button it.
Big Brother, we need cookies to make the house nice and
Goodness sakes, everyone's...
I like Leah.
John, who do you think is going to win? But it's always impossible to tell this.
I would like Bex to win. Her breasts are sensational.
John.
And Bex leads the she leads the oh my god squad. When they came in the house and all the time, oh my God, so it's the oh my God squad. But can we have one serious point before we finish tonight?
Only
one serious point.
One.
The advert in the paper today about make sure that Mikey is the only blind person stuck in the house
this
summer.
The RNIB,
this is for the RNIB. Mikey who chose to... Listen to this, what the advert says. Mikey chose to spend his summer in the Big Brother house, but thousands of blind and partially sighted people don't have a choice, and they'll be listening to us tonight.
They will be, yes.
They are stuck in their homes, trapped by lack of support. With your help, RNIB can unlock their doors by providing practical skills, helping them rebuild their confidence. That's where Big Brother does a terrific job. We had the Tourette syndrome before, and thinking and seeing somebody for a long period who is blind, what they go through, and how they're normal, decent, average human beings like everybody else, but what they go through. I think there's somebody in a wheelchair there. If any of us were in for a wheelchair for 24 hours, we would change all these laws about how you get about and everything like that. So Mikey being there and the RNIB taking it up, I think is a great plus for BB.
Yes. Listen, Leah, thank you for that. John, thank you for that. I totally agree. Yes, you can't get anywhere in London in a wheelchair. My mum's in one. It's a nightmare. Anyway, that's by the way. Thank you for that. Leah, thank you very much for your call. If you want to give us a call tonight, it's 0871 200 1048. I'm going to try one of these other lines, and if this one sounds rubbish, then we will have to use the posh phones all evening. Robert, can we hear you? Okay. That was good. Let's try one more. Let's try Nicola. Hello, Nicola. Nicola. There we go. Oh, the fader was being pulled down and you came back. Nicola, what did you make of the show tonight?
It was quite shocking, to be fair.
Quite saucy, did you say?
No, shocking.
Shocking, I was about to say. There wasn't much sauce.
Why, very quickly, because again, this line is absolute pony. Why was it so shocking?
Well, obviously the situation where Jane crying and the fight coming.
Do you know what, Nicola? I'm going to have to let you go because the phones are awful.
Sorry, Nicola.
Posh phone lines only from now on, please, producer Dan. You can still, if you want to be called on the posh phone line, still call us 0871 200 1048. We'll take your details. We'll call you back. You can, of course, text us. Text the word ears followed by your comment to 83188. Text to charge at user standard network very quickly. We're still trying to get Sylvia. We're still trying to hunt down Sylvia. Fingers crossed. Darnell and Bex.
Oh, yes.
Who saw that one coming?
Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad you brought this up. I was about to bring it
Go
up
on,
any
Gemma,
second now, because obviously Sylvia and all the shocking antics have taken away from the new romantic development. I thought that was actually really cute.
I think it was really sweet. They're both really drunk. They're both really drunk.
I think they're trying to put Luke and Bex together, aren't they? The virgin.
There was that.
And she could give him a few lessons. What a person to learn from. I'd love to learn. She'd teach me a thing or two, Bex. And you can imagine how sexually experienced I am.
I am actually stunned.
I'm actually going to vomit. but it has looked. I did think that Bex had a crush on Luke. She's been following around and he's been. Oh, you fancy me, don't you? Oh, you fancy me? she don't stand no chance there. But I thought that she was cracking on to him, and then Darnell. That came
that
from
was
nowhere.
cute.
Sweet.
He just did it in quite a nice way. It's quite young, and it was quite. It was nice.
I like girls that I can hang out with my mates, and they're my mates, and they're like.
Maybe she can be in his music video.
But don't you notice there's one thing that links all people who are trying to have it off or have an affair with somebody else in the house. They all say, you're yourself, you're being honest, you don't backstab, you tell the truth. The same line they give. They're doing this really, I can trust you.
That's the moment.
That is the line they all give to try and get into them.
It's the best pulling technique.
It is.
He told me about that cookie love.
That's what she's after. She's after a bit of.
He told me about that cookie love.
The worst singer in the Big Brother house this year.
Did you hear the song that he sang the other day? Them girls. Dun, 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 dun.
No, I didn't, but I shall hunt it down on YouTube somewhere, and hopefully we'll be able to find it.
It was really fun.
It was sweet.
But wasn't Bex fantastic with Bonnie Tyler?
Oh, she was great there.
She was really, really.
That was very funny. I thought she looked hot when she's all the Japanese makeup on herself. She looked sexy.
Really well.
But then Darnell, because when he was doing the thing, nobody spits at someone's face. She was going bonkers then. So I'm worried if that's going to put a Spaniard in the works.
No, but in fairness, Darnell was going with his arms all about the base, but wasn't poking his arms out and hitting people.
No, good.
So that was quite clear. It wasn't an aggressive movement.
Okay.
It was anger movement, wasn't it?
It was
really
anger.
Frustration, but it wasn't actually aggressive.
Okay, listen, very exciting. The second person to be evicted from the Big Brother house is Sylvia. We're going to speak to her after this.
Big Brother, sponsored by the Liberty Sim from Virgin Mobile.
Get closer to Big Brother. Channel4.com/Big Brother.
Now, we're tracking down Sylvia at the moment. I believe she is moments. Well, I was told by producer Dan she was on the line. Then when I pressed those buttons, he went, yeah, maybe. Maybe not quite yet.
I can't wait to speak to her.
I'm a little bit nervous about speaking to her. Why not? Are you going to tell her all the bad things you said about her, or are you going to be two-faced?
Yes. Come on, Gemma. You know what you were saying. Let's have the truth from you, woman.
I wouldn't even mind, but she's coming in the studio on Tuesday.
What?
I'm up for. No, in fact, I will. I'll say,
You have to be honest.
You a bit? Do you feel you were maybe a little bit snaky at some point?
It was nice that Mohammed gave her a hug when she left.
But when I was kicked out, I didn't hug any of them.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand any of them.
Really?
I just walked out. All this phony hugging. They're saying one more off the list. My chance of winning is better. That's all they're thinking. All the pretending to be sobbing and all that sort of thing.
Well, let's ask her. Hey, Sylvia, how's it going?
Hello, I'm okay.
Sylvia is on the line.
Hi.
How do you feel? It must be quite an adrenaline rush coming out of the house. How do you feel now, a little while after it's happened?
I think I am quite relaxed now.
Yeah.
I've absorbed everything, and I've taken everything in. So I'm still buzzing, but I am quite relaxed.
You came out to quite a lot of booze, Sylvia.
Yeah.
How did that must be? That must feel pretty awful.
It was quite shocking because I didn't know why they were booing me. I was just thinking to myself, don't listen to it, it's pantomime. Try and block it out as much as you can and just enjoy your time, And that was it. I didn't really have time to think about it.
Now you've had a chance, obviously not a massive one, but a little bit of time to think about it. Do you think there might be any reason why they were booing you?
Possibly because people didn't get me and didn't get my sense of humour, and that's all I can think about right now.
Okay, let me. I'm going to put forward an accusation that has been levelled on this show at you, and you tell me your reaction. And I'm going to be completely blunt and honest.
Okay.
You were a stirrer. Your reaction to that, please, madam.
I'm not a stirrer. I don't do that. I'm honest and opinionated, and I say how I feel.
But Sylvia,
but I'm not a stirrer.
Okay.
Sylvia, I'm a fellow housemate of yours. I'm John McCurrick, and I've been in the house myself. You were a stirrer. You were telling everybody you weren't, which is the first defence of a stirrer. But I have a serious question to ask you, Sylvia. Before you went in the house, had you met Stuart? And there is a story in the papers going that in the trial Big Brother house, because they run trials beforehand, were you in one of the trials, and did you meet Stuart there?
Yeah, that is definitely true.
There you are. So here, right. Wait. So here is where you lied straight away, because you never revealed in the house. No, but she never really revealed in the house.
All at the same time.
I know, John. Let's go, Jenna. But yeah, and did you have a relationship with Stuart before you went in the house?
I've never had a relationship with Stuart.
Okay,
I've got a boyfriend in the outside world.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Have you spoken to your boyfriend
and
yet?
He doesn't even fit the description. No, I haven't. I haven't had a chance to speak to him yet.
Okay. Now, we've just seen the episode, and we've seen the whole argument that kicked off over the painting.
Yes.
It was pretty horrible to watch. It must have been pretty horrible to be involved in that as well.
Yeah, it was. It was so intense.
Yeah.
And emotions were just all over the place. And I was consoling Jen, who was in tears because of her painting.
Did she overplay it, though? Ask you, Sylvia, as a woman, and you know how women react, didn't she go on and on? The more you sympathised, the more you went up to her and consoled her, the more she blubbed. She loved being the centre of attention. It was only a minor incident. Of course, Rex was wrong, but didn't she milk it for all it was worth?
Shut up and let her answer. Yes, Sylvia.
Do you know what? I honestly think that she had every right to cry and to be upset about it, because it was something that was really close to her heart, because she put a lot of effort into it.
It was a good painting.
And it really meant a lot to her.
He didn't do that much to it, though, did he, Rex? He didn't really.
I think maybe when you get a chance, because obviously you've only just got out.
Yeah.
I think you should spend some time watching the shows as a whole, like generally, because obviously a lot has happened for us as viewers. And also, particularly that event that's just happened, that's fresh in your mind, and you will see it maybe in a different light.
Totally agree.
Have a look, and it's like, because it must be so different. We can say whatever we want from seeing it on the outside. It was upsetting to watch. It was shocking to watch. To be in it must have been horrible. But look at it, and you might see it in a slightly different way.
And also Sylvia, to ask you, as you know, the majority of people who vote in Big Brother are women. Now, we've had voted out Alexandra, Stephanie, and you. Why do women vote women out all the time?
I don't know. That is a really good question.
Thank you. There you are. She said, "The great girl." A good question. Tell the producer. A good question.
He's listening, John. Calm down. Let her answer the good question. I do apologise, Sylvia. We've got an hour with this fella. You've only got 5 minutes. So
go on, Sylvia.
Maybe it's because I'm just sexy.
and you are. And my goodness, a terrific interview you went and did with Davina tonight. You looked absolutely gorgeous. You didn't look so good in the house because you were all sort of we saw you
in the
well, more in the raw.
Thank you for that.
He's rude.
But once you made the big effort, you did look very, very sexy.
Did I look really terrible then?
No.
Well, sometimes you did.
Well, sometimes you did, but you everyone does at times.
Hold up.
But she really looked hot. You know.
Boys, Sylvia. One thing I can tell you for definite, you didn't look terrible. From a girl's point of view.
No, she's a hot...
Thank you.
You looked hot, okay?
I appreciate that.
She's a fox. I'm not saying she's not a fox, but
People may have called you a stirrer, which I do think maybe you did sometimes if you have a look, right? I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
But you did look hot while you were doing it.
And
Thank you.
Let's ask you, Sylvia, of all the housemates left, name 2 that you would like to see in the after Big Brother house party. They have a party a couple of days afterwards. Who do you want to see?
I would say Dale, and I would have said Jenny, but I'm going to say Rebecca.
Yeah, a good old Beck. She's got a perfect body, hasn't she?
For goodness sakes, let's go.
She's an amazing girl and an amazing friend as well.
Did Dennis deserve to get booted out?
Yes, because of the way he dealt with the situation.
He did go bonkers, didn't he? And suddenly this anger and this bile came up from nowhere, and I just thought he's lucky he didn't get a slap. I'm not condoning that or saying that's a good thing, but someone else who maybe wasn't Mohammed or Rex would have slapped him, really. It was
I think also because alcohol was involved.
Yes.
So it just...
How much?
Guys, I think I'm going to have to go now.
Okay. Oh, Sylvia's giving us
but it's been lovely chatting to you.
Hey, Sylvia, thank you very much. Take care.
You're welcome.
Enjoy your weekend.
Bye-bye.
Did Sylvie just blow us out.
No,
then?
I'll tell you the reason.
Go
for
on,
that.
John.
Because when you come out of the house and you've done the big mouth, then the newspaper wants to get
Everyone's
hold of
grabbing
you.
you. Yes.
You see, and they want to grab you.
Yeah.
So I bet that's a journalist getting her and saying
We were getting too many exclusives.
it's all the deadlines and all that sort of. That's the reason for it.
Okay. Oh, I've got to press one of these. I do apologise.
Big Brother, sponsored by the Daily Bonus from Virgin Mobile.
Big Brothers, Big Ears. Every Tuesday and Friday at 11:30.
Just waiting for the wind to stop.
That's John McCurrick again, isn't it?
Oh, is it all the hot air you're getting, Gemma?
This is Big Brother's Big Ears, and we want to hear from you.
You'll never be ready.
Remember, I told you. Alex is
You'll
a thing
never
of the
be
past,
ready.
actually.
Yeah, when this guy's the winner.
I am a facilitator, I am a manager of
You
people.
think? I'm not so sure.
Very quickly, before you carry on, during the argument, Lisa looked hot. What do you think about Lisa, John? She's the one who looks a little bit like a man.
Well,
she is sexy.
I think they are being very unfair. That man tactic has been brought on quite a few. So
she's fit though. I fancy
clever
her.
people like you.
Thank you, John.
You are trying to make a name for yourself, perpetrating this myth that Lisa is a man. It's ridiculous.
No, I'm not saying she's a man. I'm not saying she's got his.
I know her chest has been worked on because I can tell natural ones
by Mario.
from phony ones.
Yes.
No, Mario's not the only one. But I feel sorry for her.
I think she looks hot. I'm saying she looks hot.
But she allows that sleazeball Mario to pour her about. It's disgusting.
Mario's the winner.
Oh,
Mario's the winner. Gemma, sorry,
it cannot be possible.
I just want to hear from you guys out there that are listening. We want to know what you think about Sylvia's eviction, what you thought about Dennis being removed, and let's not forget the completion of the best task this week. The best task of the series so far. What did you make of the housemates' amazing treadmill dance routine this week? Let us know.
And wasn't it brilliantly done by Big Brother with that they, when they came back in to hear the results of the task, it started saying, you failed this, you didn't do that, you didn't do that. They had to fail 3 things and it would have been a major fail. I thought it was fantastic. I thought they did the task so brilliantly.
They did.
And the way Big Brother announced it, you thought, God, he's found nitpicking, found his tiny little faults, and the food is so important. Imagine what people would like to be in the house, or to, oh my goodness, Mohammed, he would have collapsed if they had won the menu. But it was so well done. But didn't they thoroughly deserve to win?
And rest.
Talking of task.
Who's the girl whose name I can never remember who hurt her finger?
Rachel.
Oh, I've hurt my finger. Yeah. Oh, Big Brother, I so want to do the task.
More sympathy.
She was totally playing up to that.
Another victim, another one who wants sympathy, another one begging for attention because of some slight done to her.
Oh, wait a minute.
Like
what am I smelling here? Sexism.
No, I've just dropped one.
I don't say anything about the fact that guys are strutting their stuff out with their tops off, starting fights.
Why don't women do it?
Women. I haven't been mentioning that every second that I can.
Why don't women, apart from Beck, strut around with their tops off?
But it's interesting you mention that because all of them, since Stuart come in, all the blokes are walking around their tops off now, and it's just like they've got their penises out and saying, "Look, I'm a bigger man than you." They're all doing it. It's ridiculous.
Would you be doing that, Ian?
with this? No, there's no need. There's no need.
You should see. If you haven't seen him, this Ian is such a weed. It is unbelievable. You cannot believe it.
I have to agree with
Hold up. We've got a task for you, John.
Go on.
Oh no, hang on. Let's do this bit first.
Okay.
Well, that bit that I keep pointing to.
Okay.
She's been at Glastonbury today. Forgive her.
And she's actually come back in wellies. You won't believe it.
Covered in
She's
mud.
wandering around in wellies.
You can see it. You'll be able to see it on the forums later.
Unbelievable.
Right now, as you know, our guest tonight, have you guessed it, is John McCurrick.
This is not in my favour. Whatever is about to happen
John
is not
was
for
a
my
housemate in Celebrity Big Brother 3
that's why he's
and was
here,
well known for walking around in his underwear, refusing to talk for 3 days, and his protests about Diet Coke. In case you can't remember, here are some of John's best bits from the Big Brother house.
Live from channel4.com/Big Brother.
Snots. Ew, it's just gross.
Big Brother, the fridge is locked. Somebody's not unlocked it.
John, Big Brother has not tampered with the fridge.
What the hell's going on around here?
Right, you're saying, you're weak, you're this, you're that. You don't know me.
Don't you try and get revenge on me, by the way. Don't you even think it. Don't even think it.
He's so sexist, John. He's incredibly sexist.
Well, I must say, I have in my time, I hate to admit this, but going over to the States, I've gone club class and put the booby into the cattle truck. I know.
You are so disgusting, John.
I know. First nomination is Bez. Nothing wrong with him, but I've rarely met anyone with less intelligence inside his head.
Shut your lip, man. We were having a joke with you, John. Look.
I don't be bloody stupid. It's not funny. I don't like practical jokes. I fall for this all the time. Are you thick and stupid, all of you?
Now, funny you mentioned Bez, and can I just say, if Bez ever comes on this show, I'm not coming in, all right? I'm not coming in.
He's a sweetie. Bez is an
do you know what? I will tell you very quickly this Bez story. Years ago, about 7 or 8 years ago, I was doing a live show on BBC Three where he was a guest on there, and it was live, and he was talking about the Falklands War or something, and the producer said, right, we've got to wrap it up. I went, Bez, got to stop you there. Sorry about that. Thanks very much for finishing the show. Thanks very much. After he came out of Big Brother, like 4 years later, I'm talking to him, and he went, hey, you're that tosser who was on that show. I was trying to talk to you about the Falklands War, and he had a right go at me. I was like, oh, cheers, Bez, thanks a lot. So I'm not coming in if he comes in.
I reckon you hold a grudge as much as him.
I hold a big grudge.
So therefore we have a problem.
John, you seemed miserable in Celebrity Big Brother.
It was horrible.
Why did you do it?
Money. I am the only person ever to have been into Big Brother determined not to win.
Yeah.
I went in on my videos, and when I went up the steps with Davina, said, vote me out. I'm hateful. I loathe you. The housemates will hate me. I did it for the money.
You get the same money even if you get voted out first day.
But you can't walk out.
Yeah.
For instance, Jermaine Greer walked out after 4 or 5 days. She only got a quarter of her money for her rainforest.
Wow.
So you can't walk out on Big Brother. You've got to be voted out or kicked out by BB himself.
When I was first asked to do Celebrity Big Brother, approximately 3 or 4 years ago, I was offered the princely sum, I would say, of £25,000. I'm assuming you got a lot more than that.
I won't comment on that.
Okay, good lad.
Good
lad.
But it was only for the money.
Yes.
That's
of course.
the only reason, and the only person who's been in the house honest enough to admit it, to say was the... And of course, it's easy to wind up the housemates.
Yeah.
So they all voted me en masse to I was nominated by virtually everybody all the time. They kicked me out as soon as they could. The public loathed me. Apparently, I was at once time voted the second most obnoxious and unpopular person in the country after Simon Cowell. Now, you cannot believe it.
I do fancy Simon Cowell, though. I fancy Simon.
And you fancy me as well, Gemma. So that's too. You obviously.
I wouldn't like to.
You obviously like unpleasant men. That's your sexual hang-up.
Okay.
Go out with nasty piece of work.
Calm down.
Is it true you called Caprice the cash register?
Oh, she was, yeah. All she could think about money, her lingerie, and her modelling career. It was absolutely pitiful. Money all the time. Oh, she was absolutely awful. The only good one in there, and I really enjoyed, was Jermaine Greer.
Right.
Now, everything she did was wrong.
Yeah.
You know, the female unit...
I love that. You're a pick. Go on. This is great.
Well, the female unit, the book she wrote, has caused so much misery to millions and millions of women, trying to kid them that they're equal and they got every chance in life and go for it, girls, and all that. And of course, but she is. But in fairness, Jermaine Greer.
You didn't warn me for this.
No, but in fairness, Jermaine Greer is so intelligent. She's so. You learn. She's like a radiating energy, and to talk to her was a real excitement. I always want to talk to her.
And a real cutesy as well.
No. There's more than
just couldn't believe it. A woman.
She is so sensational with her intellect, which you wouldn't understand.
And that shocked you, didn't it?
It
shocked you that she was sensational.
No, I'm a Margaret Thatcher fan. So, no. I like women in their place, and if their place is above me, all the better. But I prefer to be on top of them, but that's another matter.
The images. Oh.
Sorry, Mum.
You fell out... No, I didn't see this. You fell out with Kenzie, did you?
No, yes, up to a point.
What about?
What it is, you see, Big Brother keeps you awake at night. People don't know this. Okay. So they run noises about the house and that thing, so you can't sleep. Okay. And of course, the most important thing in a house, and everybody listening tonight, never ever sleep without a window open. All of you, ever. Always have a window open to let fresh air, however cold it is. What? Always, never ever sleep.
Why? What's going to happen?
Without a window, because it's all the germs and the fugs and all that sort of get in.
The fugs?
Yeah, all that.
They're a band, aren't they, from the 70s?
No, well, you would remember that. But, so Big Brother determined to keep you awake. So I went and I kept the door open, which they hated because they were out in the garden at night playing around doing their things.
Yes.
And of course, they got Kenzie to go and close the door, which I very carefully kept open.
Yes.
So everybody could breathe, because you can't breathe in there. So if you can't, all the germs go in every
you are bonkers, aren't you, John? You are bonkers.
Listen, I've been in the house.
Yes.
I know how they get colds and flu and all that sort of thing. And they're always sneezing away. They're always being kept awake by Big Brother.
Yes.
Kenzie listened to them and closed it when I told him not to. So I turned on him. But he's a lovely boy. But I was nice to him afterwards, and I apologise. I was wrong.
And
I should not have turned on him.
He went out with Jodie Marsh.
Jodie Marsh, yes.
Now that's something I can't forgive.
That is a punishment. That is a punishment. Actually, Kenzie is a real sweetie. Yep. Lovely lovely lad.
Yeah.
The only thing is, his great fault in life was, do you know what I mean? Every sentence, you know what I mean? Anybody who says, I kept on saying, Kenzie, I don't know what you mean. English is a language of Milton and Shakespeare.
I got told off for this the other night.
Exactly. Never ever say, do you know what I mean? That's what you're there to speak, to tell people your thoughts, not expect them
At
to
the
interpret
end of it,
them.
it's fair enough.
It's funny you should mention that. I get told off for saying this all the time. I just can't stop saying. What have you got there? You've got some text, emails. What's this, Gemma? You got a bit of paper. What is it?
It's just the lingo on the forum. Pigeon.
Oh wow! Are you still forum queen, or is that you? Was someone criticise you for that title?
Someone called me. What did they call me? They took the mickey out of me for being the forum queen.
Well, maybe we can come up with a new
title. What did they say?
Thing.
What was it? Oh, I put insults out of my mind.
Well, you kept banging on about it all night.
I know, but I've forgotten because I'm just thinking about you guys.
Well, what have these fruitcakes said?
They're not fruitcakes. That's why they're horrible to me, Ian.
There's one called Gruffy.
Pigeon Pie says.
There we go. He's not a fruitcake.
Pigeon Pie is talking about when John apologised to Mo. Okay, after all the.
Who's John?
Jen.
Jen. Oh, Jen. Okay. Yes, Jen. Yes.
Sorry, it's you.
No, it's you that said the wrong name.
Okay. Anyway, Pigeon Pie. When Jen was apologising to Mo, she says she only apologised after BB called her to the diary room. Must have made her aware that she was still causing trouble. See, that's a sign that she maybe is feeling guilty. To apologise.
And I tell you what, we're going to have now in the next few days: no angst in the house. When they've seen that Dennis has gone, they saw what happened to Alex. They've gone and seen what's happened to Sylvia, so the aggression will go. They will pretend to be nice to each other. Yeah. It's going to be. I think rather boring the next few nights.
The aggression is going to be pushed down,
definitely,
and it will rise. The next time there's some booze or someone muffs up, it's going to come out again. And the trigger point seems to be Dale and Rex. It seems to be those two, and everything kind of spins around that.
Rex has got this thing that he's superior. He's got money. He's above everybody else. He knows more than everyone else. And but he's got the feeling that he can look down on the rest of them, like Mario.
Yeah.
Mario's the same, that he's lived life, he's got all these fan clubs and all the people.
I'm a facilitator, I'm a manager.
I think
these two.
I think the guys are kind of morphing into Mario slightly, though.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Like the chests are puffing out, and the things that they've got are getting better and better.
Control freak. Yeah. They're both control freaks.
Let's ask Corinne.
Hello.
Hello, Corinne. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
It's lovely.
Never say how are you on the radio. Ever. As a presenter.
What the hell?
Never. That's a campaign I've got.
I'm working with John Gore. What the hell?
With all radio broadcasters.
I care.
Never say.
I care.
Shut
up.
Both of you shut up.
I care how Corinne is.
Right.
I'm concerned about Corinne, aren't I?
Is it Corinne or Corrine?
It's Corinne.
Corinne.
Go on, Corinne.
Yes.
I'm loving the programme. I love Mouthy John. And
you can have it.
was next to you on your ears.
Say that one more time, because they were laughing. I didn't hear you. Sorry. You're loving
Mouthy John, but he needs to give me a chat.
I'll chat you up any time you like, Corinne.
John,
yes, love.
Who would you love to cross-dress inside the house?
Cross-dress?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say Bex. I'd love to see Bex stripping off and trying to pretend to have a flat chest as a man. I'd love to see that.
Oh, my gosh.
Wicked. Because when you were in Big Brother Celebrity, I loved it. I loved it. Amazing. You were just extra special in that studio.
You say that to all the girls?
No, I don't. Anyway.
Yes.
What about the lady in the background, Rachel? Can't stand her. Especially with that finger thing. I thought her finger must have, cut off the way she
But you couldn't see anything. You couldn't see anything.
I couldn't see anything. Then I wished, when she went into the diary room, I thought the camera would have zoomed up on her to see the finger bit that she was screaming and carrying on about.
Yep.
That was a big moment.
We didn't see the finger. And fair play again. Well, who said something funny? But it was good that Rex stepped in, and Rex did really well, I thought, and yet no one has made a big thing about it. He stepped in at the last minute, learnt it, and managed to pull it off.
Yeah, but everyone hates Rex, No one's ever going to credit him.
I love Rex.
No, but everybody in the house.
He is intelligent. He knows what he's saying. He doesn't miss a word. And even when he
Go on,
apologise.
Yes, that's apologise.
To Miss Jen.
Yes.
That was just acting up all the time.
Yes.
About that. Yeah. He apologised and he said nicely to her in such a very nice, manly way. And all them two guys, what's his name? Stewie and Dale.
Stewie?
Yeah, Stu and Dale.
Stuart, yes, sorry,
yeah,
yes.
They were just trying to see who can be the most, the best person to be on Jen's side.
Right, Karen, let's ask you this question. If you could go in the house now and grab one of the human males out, who would you take?
For what reason? It'd have to be
for a relationship.
Relationship? Absolutely none.
None of them? You wouldn't want to sleep with any of them?
None.
Only me of all the other housemates that's ever been in Big Brother house. You've got very good taste, love.
Corinne,
very good
Thank you very much.
Corinne, we're going to let you go, my dear. Thank you very much for that. 0871. What a cackle. 0871 200 1048. I better read this out. I haven't done this for a while, actually. You can call us on 0871 200 1048. Calls cost 10 pence a minute from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may vary and from mobiles will cost considerably more. But we phone you back. You can send your messages into us by texting the word ears, followed by your comment to 83188. Text to charge at user's standard network rate. Terms and conditions for our phone and text services can be found at channel4.com/Big Brother.
Big Brother. Sponsored by the Liberty SIM from Virgin Mobile.
Text Big Brother's Big Ears 831 888. Start your text with the word ears, followed by your message.
OK, now it's Big Brother's Big Ears. We've got John McCrick in the studio. If you've got a question for John or you want to say something about the show, get in touch in the ways that I've just told you. We've still got more to talk about. We've got 15 minutes left, so it's worth giving us a call. It's been the most eventful day in Big Brother history ever. I sent you a text. I was in Selfridges buying a suit, and a friend of mine, Lino, sent me an email saying, Dennis has been kicked out. First thing I did, Gemma, was text you.
I got a text. I was in the middle of a muddy field in Glastonbury, and I was shocked. Absolutely shocked.
Gemma, the forums, have you got some forum information for us?
I do. Lots of reactions to Dennis being booted out.
Yes.
Kay McKinney says, Dennis is spiteful. Yep. He said, and I quote, Mohammed has no dignity. So I suppose that Dennis thinks that spitting in someone's face is dignified. True.
What was horrible about Dennis was when Rex was talking and apologising. Creep.
Horrible.
Creep. And then there's a bit that you missed where Mohammed is coming over to him. Maybe you saw it. And he's going, get out, evictee, get out, evictee. I think it was just before he spat at him. Nasty
Absolutely
piece of work.
shocking.
But that's the greatness of Big Brother.
Yep.
That's how human beings react.
They
are nasty. And when the facade falls, the mask is ripped away, that's what they're like.
Yep.
That's what it shows it up. That's what is fantastic about the programme. It is reality.
Nicola Ramsey says, I think Rex is one of the only normal people in there. What annoys me is that it's highly likely that both Mo and Rex will be up for eviction. It is, isn't it?
It probably will be next week.
It is the two actual quite normal people they hate.
I don't, and Davina was trying to get at this with Sylvia. I don't get why people hate Mohammed. I could see how you could find Rex irritating.
Food. Oh, no. The food is appalling. He never stops stuffing his gob.
He's hungry.
No, right, but taking the food from everybody else.
No, they should get him first.
No. You're not like pigs in a trough. No, Mohammed, that is what's got up people's... Otherwise, they'd leave him alone.
But have they really actually properly said it to him?
Have they sat him down and said...
They're just horrible to him. They don't say stop eating the food,
he
stop
should
eating
realise
the food.
it. You must realise when food is scarce and rationed that you cannot go on and on and on. And I know more about food than you'll ever know.
Well, John, I appreciate that. You're a big gentleman indeed.
On the email,
yes.
Rob says he agrees with you.
Yeah.
He says Mario will win. Did you see tonight how he stepped in?
Yeah,
the man will not back down.
And with Mikey as well. He's really looked after Mikey, hasn't he?
Yeah, but we're thinking that might be a bit of a game plan.
Well, that's horrible to say that. You see what awful Gemma, what a nasty piece of work you are. She is. Somebody does something nice in the house, and is the gentleman and looks after the blind Mikey.
It's not just me that said that,
I know,
John.
but they're all wicked and evil, giving those kind of... Let somebody do something good and praise them for doing something good, not saying they've got motives.
I think you have to be wary of what people's motives are in Big Brother.
I'm going to cry now, John.
Don't worry, you can have a minute.
I'm going to be a martyr.
I
think you have to be wary of what people's motives are.
Yes.
I think Mario probably is being genuine, and he's a little bit ham-fisted around Mikey just because he's not had much experience dealing with blind people.
But who have?
Well, exactly. No, exactly. It's not criticism. But it is that thing. Does he take sugar? It's that kind of thing.
That's a nice thing to write. It's like the RNIB advert in the papers today, that Mikey is an example, and people learn from that. I haven't had sort of dealings with anybody who's blind that I've had to look after them for any period of time. I wouldn't know what to do. Do you take their arm? Do you help them? Or do you guide them? Do you stir their tea? I don't know these things. So that's what the Big Brother house is bringing out, how we should react to tens of thousands of our citizens who are like that in that unfortunate position today.
Yep. One more from you, Jem, and then we've got a call.
Nicola Ramsey again. She said some good stuff. She said, I think everyone in the house should be up for eviction next week, and the power to vote and have the power to vote for the housemates for their behaviour. Basically, everyone should be up for eviction. What do you think?
I think that would be quite an interesting thing to say.
No, but the evictions are terrific. And the trouble is, when they fake the evictions or bring in a different reason for them, then you get the nasty people out.
Yeah.
All right, we got rid of Alex and we got rid of Sylvia. You can understand that. But there's anything that brings in a phony kind of eviction or something different, you get often the wrong people taken out.
I don't like them bringing in new people too often. I hope we don't get many more of them.
I reckon they might do.
But they'll have to. Well, before Dennis went, 3 girls are gone.
Yeah.
So they have to bring a bit more totty in.
Let's go to. Is it Barry on the line?
It is, yeah.
Hello, Barry. What can we do for you?
How are you, Ian? How are you, Gemma? And John,
hello.
how are you doing?
Never ask how are you, how are you doing. Never ever do
I heard
that.
you the first time John saying that, so I just wanted to.
Barry, how's your family? Everyone all right?
Oh God, listen to him.
Good lad. Glad to hear it. What did you make of tonight's show?
Unbelievable. Like, where do you start? So much happening.
Yeah. Well, look, can we start with the thing we touched on? Darnell and Bex. Did you see that one coming?
I did slightly, but with Darnell, because he's American in a way, I don't know what way they approach things, you know what I mean? But I did sort of see that he did like her. But because Luke was there as well, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I didn't know what way things were going to swing.
She had the hots for Luke, didn't she? Definitely.
Definitely, yeah, and I think Luke was more of an obvious choice. That's why I think Darnell would have been in the background.
But Darnell's going for Bex because none of the other girls would go near him, so he realised his only chance is to try and get Bex.
He's the worst rapper in the world.
Them girls.
Barry, what else did you make about the show?
Well, I suppose what I want to say about Mohammed is, to me, looking at the whole show,
yes,
from the start, Alex attacking him, then going into a series of other people attacking him, and I think what I'd put on it, label him as an easy target, because he's a nice guy.
Yes,
he is a nice guy.
And I think people are, they're not threatened by him, so he's an easy target. There's no problem with start.
But he is greedy beyond belief, isn't he? Greed.
I can see his belly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but people talk about my belly, but they don't think I'm evil, do they?
No. But I mean, you can see for a young guy like him. Do you know what I mean? He's not the fittest in the house. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, you can see why when he guzzles all that food.
Definitely, John. Yeah, definitely. He does eat a lot. So, but at the same time, he's a nice guy. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's aware of what people are saying about him. Do you know what I mean?
I think you're fair there. Yeah.
And I think it's like it's just a habit that he needs to sort of get into to sort of.
But he must realise he knows how much food means to the house and all the debates
but maybe
they have.
He doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he needs someone to sit down and say, right, listen, Mohammed, what you're doing, and no one has done that. And what they're doing is they're kind of all internalising their anger instead of having a discussion with him. They've got all this resentment and anger towards him.
I know it's been mentioned to him.
Barry, listen, thank you very much for that.
Can I say one more thing?
Of course you can, my love.
Can I say one more thing? Rachel to win. Okay?
Say that again.
Rachel to win.
No, get out of here.
I'm telling you now, the rest of them now, I'll say this as quick as I can, right?
Yes.
Okay, they're all big characters, right? But I'll tell you, it's great energy, but it's all negative energy.
Yes.
Right? I know she's quiet and she's nice, but she's steady. Okay? Rachel to win.
Barry, thank you very much.
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure,
Time for me to press this.
Big Brother, sponsored by the Daily Bonus from Virgin Mobile.
Big Brothers, Big Ears, every Tuesday and Friday at 11:30.
Well, maybe we should do Big Up first, because we haven't. I don't think we've done Big Up, and we're running out of time. Let's press this one.
Big up, big up, big
and
up,
then this
big
one.
up. Big up, big up, big up, big up. I've got a couple of big up questions for you, John. We've got to be quick.
Go on.
Ralph Rid asks, who do you hate most in the house?
Hate most
in this series.
In this series,
okay, yeah.
Not in your house at home.
Yes.
Jennifer, I think. And tonight really proved it. The whinging and the whining, the victim. Can't stand the woman. And I wouldn't want to sleep with her anyway, so I can't stand her. Don't fancy her.
Okay.
Very quickly, she did look hot when she was dressed up as the
French.
The French.
Yes.
Look at that! Come on.
But I just don't.
You guys, you're grossing me out.
Right,
okay.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Leon asked.
That's also what Caprice always, the word she used about me, you're gross, she used to say.
Well,
you're
You
the
are
first
gross, John.
person
You are
since then to call me gross.
Are you comparing me to Caprice?
Oh, well,
He
no.
just looked right down at my chest and did a definite shake of the head.
No.
Leon said,
Oh, hang on. Big up. You do it properly. Go on. So I go.
Big up. Leon asks.
You don't need to. Jimmy, you don't need to say it. I've got a button that says it
but
for
I
us.
like it. It's like, just get into it. Big up. Do you think the relationships blossoming in the house will amount to anything?
I don't think. How many? Let me ask you the question. You know more about the house than I do. Have any actually resulted in marriage apart from Chantel and Preston? And we know what happened with that.
Mm-hmm.
Have any? I think there's one other. I can't remember, but very, very few.
There is one early on. That a couple in like series 1 or 2 have had a baby.
Really?
Yeah, a girl that came in late and a guy that was a bit irritating. I can't be any more specific than that. Could someone text us in? I'm being told Irish guy Tom. And who was the lady? Do we know? But who was the lady? Claire. Oh, Claire, who came in. Yes.
Oh,
They've had a baby.
that was a really random couple.
Yeah.
It's a nice story though. Big up. Who is your favourite housemate?
Well, the Bex is lovely. And when she goes new, they are fantastic.
I had to switch off.
No, she is absolutely a lovely girl.
Yeah.
But she leads.
She wasn't lovely tonight, John. She was a nasty piece of work when she was boozed up on cider.
She leads the Oh My God squad.
Yes.
Because the number of times they oh my God, when they went in, it happens. So half the housemates are oh my God.
Big up. Michael Gibson also asks, are you pleased with Sylvia being evicted?
I think, yes, she had to go. She's a rattlesnake, and in the end, rattlesnakes have to go.
Big up. Who do you think has the biggest game plan in the house?
Well, I think the most determined to win is Rex. He really is. He's worked on it, he's schemed, and he's plotted. So if he's kicked out, he'll really be shocked because he's had all the game plans to go and win.
Big up. Looking at...
You're listening to BBC Southern Counties.
Getting into this system. Big up. Thanks for that, Iain.
You're welcome.
Rog, our good mate Rog, he says, looking at current odds, what do they tell you about how the competition will go?
Because the nice people you don't vote against, that's why Kat, that's why Mikey, no one can vote against these people. So they survive right through into the last 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But it's the nasty people who go, the characters who go, and the pleasant, the decent, nice people, they stay in. That's
6
why,
lattes
Iain,
a
if
day.
you were in, they would vote you out first.
That's one of the reasons why I'm not doing it.
That's not true.
The thing is, I think Luke is going to make it to the final.
Yes,
but I think if he was up for nomination, he would be out straight away because he's starting to be a little bit backstabby, a little bit scary.
No, but the public don't hate him, and the housemates don't either. So he'll survive through on the housemates, unless Big Brother has a weird way of getting 1 or 2 of these more retiring types to be voted on.
Right, okay, listen, we've got 4 minutes left, so let's rattle through this. It's you, Gemma, where you go, sorry.
It's okay, we'll be quick. You saw this week, they did a great task. They did the OK Go's amazing treadmill video. And now we've got an amazing task for you, Mr. McCurrick. God. Unfortunately, we wanted to get you on a treadmill, but it's a bit visual.
We couldn't get the insurance to cover it, so
you're right.
We had to say no.
So on Big Ears tonight exclusively, we give you the Big Brother Big Ears Coca-Cola Challenge.
God, go on.
You're obviously really famous for being a massive fan of Diet Coke, but can you tell which one of these is the real Diet Coke?
Oh, God,
We've got 4 glasses of Coca-Cola.
He's starting with D.
He's going
his
straight
unusual
for
technique, D. Only one of those is Diet Coke. Cola-style flavoured drinks.
Not C.
No, you're saying not C. Okay.
He's loving it. He went straight for it.
Not A.
Not A.
Can you do a slurp on the mic so that the listeners get the real effect?
Of course, typical of you lot, none of them.
I promise you one of them
a
is.
Big slurp.
This hastily scribbled note makes it clear that one of them definitely
is. It's between B and D. Am I right there?
Oh, you're
am I right between B and D?
He hasn't said which one yet.
Well, he's good.
Is it between B and D?
Yes, it's between B and D. He's good, and I'll tell you why he's good in a second. Here's some thinking time.
You'll never be ready.
I'll go just D, but D and B. It's between D and B.
John McCririck, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
You got it right.
Well, A is Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
C is Summerfield Diet Coke.
Yeah.
B is Diet Coke with vitamins. And D is Diet Coke. So, John McCree, you've won one of these. Hang on.
She told me about that cookie love.
There you go, you see.
It's like people when they have these wine connoisseurs on, they give them the glasses.
You're the Coca-Cola man.
Totally.
You're obsessed with it. Now, John, very quickly, are you going to be watching the rest of this Big Brother? You're into it?
I always watch them, and it's human life, and I like to see how people react. And it's fascinating to see. Not all the time, not all the shows.
You don't watch them through the night when they're having a sleep.
No,
people do that, and I'm sure that some of you, dear listener, why? That's weird. Jason
did it yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Jason, do you watch them in the night when they're sleeping?
Not really. I watch it when they're all awake and talking. And that's it. When they sleep, it's just boring. I sleep as well.
Why did you watch it,
It's
Gemma, when they were
weirdly
asleep?
hypnotic. You know, if you're really tired and you can't sleep, you watch someone else sleeping, you just carry on watching it.
Jason, we haven't got much time. We've got a minute left. What can we do for you?
Well, I just want to say that, I'm greatly disappointed with what Dennis has done. I congratulate Mo, Darnell, Kat. Not sure about Luke. I like Mario. I'm starting to warm up to Mario.
Mario came over very, very well tonight.
I blame you, Lee, for this. The Mario bandwagon.
No, I'm the first one to say it. Mario's going to win.
No, he started it.
Go on, finally.
I think Katreya's going to win.
Yeah, she's got a good chance. She's got a good chance.
Nobody's going to vote against
her. Really sensitive and honest. And
she's a lovely
sweetie.
girl.
Real sweetie, yeah.
OK, listen, we're going to move on. Thank you very much for that.
Good night.
Oh, yeah, good night. We've got time for one more quick question, I think, for John.
Who's going to win Big Brother?
Bex,
oh
my
gosh, enough of his.
Is she going to win it, or are you just saying that because she's got massive
She's
noughts?
a nice girl. Of course I'm saying it was just massive tits.
Right, it's definitely time.
Kat and Mikey, nobody have voted against them. They're sure to be in the last 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I want to go and watch more Big Brother, even if they're sleeping. I need to get away from this.
Can you watch them in Glastonbury?
What, you can?
Can you?
Yes, on your phone if you've got an iPhone.
Oh, yes.
Are you going back to Glastonbury, or is that it?
Tomorrow I'm going to go and watch Jay-Z.
Oh, you'll be the only one there. Is it very quickly? We can. Is Neil Diamond playing?
No, actually.
Go and see Diamond. You want to see a performer? Go and see. I saw him last week at the O2.
You're lame.
Neil, Sweet Caroline, come on. Hey, listen, that is all we've got time for. You're probably saying thank God at home. John, thank you very much. Nice to see you again, fella. Thanks for coming in. Thanks to everyone who got in touch tonight. Join us on Tuesday. Yes. It's Friday tonight, isn't it?
Yes.
Thank you. Join us Tuesday at 11:30. Someone's just copied and pasted a bit of script in here.
After Big Brother's Big Mouth, you can find us.
And we've got Sylvia in the studio. Fingers crossed, touch wood.
I'm a little bit scared.
I'm a little bit scared as well.
And really, really, really quickly, just something for you to all to think about. How can you go £87 over a shopping budget?
That's terrible. With Mikey doing his magic maths. Right, listen, that's it. We'll be back on Tuesday. We kind of petered out towards the end. Doesn't matter. I'll press one of these. It's probably the wrong one, but good night.
Big Brother. Sponsored by Futuristic Fibre Optic from Virgin Media.
You've been listening to Big Brother's Big Ears. Go to the website for more. channel4.com/Big Brother.